All right. And, are we live?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Hello, Instagram. My name is Sam the Mini Yeti.
And Willy the Wallaroo.
And, welcome to another episode of Sam the Mini Yeti Live. And, guys, believe it or not, we actually just got a new tripod. We actually, believe it or not, yeah, I actually think, like, this year is almost like the year of change for us, just on the spot. And, well, one of the things we had to do for this year is, we actually, of course, we got a new iPhone, but the fact is that the tripod that we use for live streams, turns out that was actually too high for this phone, so we got a new flexible tripod for this thing. And honestly, I actually think it's a great setup because now you could actually see me and Willy pretty clearly. And there we go. Jake Marks is checking out the show now. I could see him waving. Wolferdand19 says, "Hi Sam, how are you?" Well, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking. And, let's see, we're already getting some requests to come on live, and, but thankfully, with this new tripod that we got, yeah, we found the, sweet spot for us to actually show me and, Willy here, and, Jake Joseph Mark says, "Hey, Sam and Willy, sorry I can't make it to the live stream, I got a lot of stuff going on."
That's fine.
Ah, fudge. Dab and Bingle is checking out the show now. Hey Matt, hey Marty. Chad Vader 577203 says, "It's me." Okay, alright. Dab and Bingle says, "Hey Sam, hey Willy, just stopping by to wish you a very Merry Christmas." Why thank you, Marty.
Thanks, mate.
Thank you so much. Terry Nuffler says,
Just say Niffler.
Niffler. Chad Vader says, "Sam and Willy, I requested you, but
Friends before fans, mate.
yeah, that's exactly.
Mates before friends.
Yes. And Jake Joseph Marks says, by the way, Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Oh, he's doing. Oh, I see. He's doing Statler and Waldorf. Funny. But it is. Yeah, that's something we gotta say. It is getting close to Christmas. We're already kind of getting some new stuff anyway. But the new phone, the new tripod. We're actually in the middle of installing a new computer, which honestly, the old computer we had was actually just getting old anyway. It was time for a new one.
For sure, mate.
We'll
get to you.
And Chad Vader says...
Yeah, he's requesting again. We'll get to you.
I know. I see. And you know what? It actually is getting, I think it is about time that we get some friends to come on live, so let me just get to those. Let's see. There we go. And and
you're on the
air.
Hey Sam. Hey Willy.
And actually, give me a moment here. Gotta zoom this camera out. It's actually that's a little close for me and Willy. There we go. There we go. Now that works. But hey, so Julian, how have you been doing lately?
I've been doing great. I was just playing Destiny 2 right now. I just ranked up right after I completed a patrol mission. That was the perfect timing for you to come get me on here.
I guess, but yeah, we always, when we come on live, I see you're always playing a game, like, I actually kind of prefer if we would that you actually didn't play because
I'd be more convinced if you tried to stream these games somehow, some way on the live.
Yeah, at least if you're gonna.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Yeah, I guess, but but let's be real. If I'm not sure about multitasking because you're usually when we actually see you, Julian, we always see the side of your face. Like it's not a very. I actually got to mention, but it's a little bit of an inconvenience, basically. Yeah, Willy, that is exactly what you're doing. Like that's the first thing we see you do because you're playing a game. But
I know.
But I get the idea that you actually like to play it. But if you're gonna be here with us live, how about you just take a break and you'd be able to talk with us.
Okay, that's what I just did right now.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, I think he's got it. Don't worry about it.
Thank you. But anyway, but honestly, you gotta mention. I know you like Destiny, but honestly, I know little to nothing about it.
I think I heard that Sony bought it, so it's probably a PlayStation property now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But we actually do have a PS4 and a PS5, and we actually did ask for some PS5 games for Christmas, honestly, and Sonic Superstars is one of them.
Yeah, I haven't played Sonic Superstars yet. I don't know if I'll get it though. If I was Chap, I would just say just wait for a price drop so I can get that game.
Man,
Yeah, sounds all good to me.
We did ask it for Christmas. That's kind of what we were going for anyway. But even some Call Me Johnny actually said, who said wait for a price drop on Sonic Superstars. And yeah, I gotta ask, Julian, are there any YouTube gamers that you watch?
Well, yeah, I usually watch Chap play Sonic Superstars whenever he does his live stream. I did see his live stream from last Wednesday, and he was back to playing Sonic Superstars. And since Christmas is coming up, he was playing Sonic Superstars, and he was being Sonic Claus, which I don't know if you heard the name of that.
Oh yes, I remember that Sonic Christmas Blast. That was actually the Christmas special from Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. You know what I mean? I'm waiting. That's Sonic.
Isn't that the one from Sonic Schoolhouse? Or am I thinking of something else?
Yeah, different Sonic, but I'm talking about that one.
Jaleel White?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, I remember.
Yeah, the goofier Sonic.
I'm out of here.
Wrong one.
Wait, which one are you talking about?
That's Sonic CD.
I thought that was Jaleel White too.
No.
Oh, guess not.
But yeah, that's always something funny that makes me laugh about Jaleel White Sonic, how impatient he can be to the point where he'll just impatiently say, "I'm waiting." And believe it or not, the plot for Sonic Christmas Blast was basically Dr. Robotnik actually makes a fake robot Santa announcing that Santa was going to be retiring, and Robotnik Claus would take his place. But instead of giving gifts to kids, he actually asks kids to give gifts to him.
Yeah.
It's honestly pretty goofy. Like, that's what I think.
That sounds like something out of Adventures of Sonic.
Yes, exactly. That's what it is, basically. And I gotta mention there was kind of this one moment where, I kid you not, Santa actually kind of gives Sonic these challenges where he actually has to use different stuff to actually get to see how fast he does. So he uses like a hang glider, he uses a snowboard, a bike. But I don't know. The hang glider and the snowboard I could see Sonic doing, but the bike, no, he's fast on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Last thing we need is Sonic on a Lamborghini or something. Or Ferrari or Bugatti or an AMG. You name it.
Like, yeah, that would be honestly kind of funny if it did. Looks like we're getting some other requests to come on live, so let me just get to those. Hang on. Here we go. There we go. And let's see. And you're on the air.
Welcome aboard, mate.
Oh! Hello, everyone.
It's the bro wolf again.
Oh yeah, it's him. And you're pretty close to the camera.
Whoops. Right. Sorry.
Yeah, that's it. And
There next to the graveyard by the old oak tree. A dark, foggy night on 2:45. She was ready to go, but where was Hey? That's what you like. You know that? You know that? That's what you like.
that's what it's basically. That's too close to comfort.
Come on. You ever notice how close Bojangles gets to the camera?
Yes.
He does it like numerous times during that song. Not that it's a bad thing, but if you acknowledge it, he does.
I was
Okay. Yes. Okay. Just please, Wolford Dan, could you back up for a moment, please? That's a little too close. A little too close.
That's all right. That's fine.
There you go. There you go. Now I can see you. See, that's
Looks like your handler's gonna get a workout.
There you go. There you go. But okay. But anyway, Wolford Dan, how have you been, dude?
Oh, it's going great. I'm on Christmas vacation.
Oh, wait, vacation. Where are you right now?
New York?
No, I'm on. Let's see. I don't want to say.
Let him finish, Willy. What was that again?
I'm on Stanford.
Oh.
California?
No, I'm on Stanford, Connecticut.
Oh.
Oh yeah. So is that actually where is that actually kind of like close to the area where you're at, or where you usually live, or?
I don't want to say.
Oh, okay. Like, I mean, but yeah, it's been going. But anyway, I asked, how is, what is it that you actually would like for Christmas?
Oh, just some Power Ranger stuff and Voltron stuff.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah, I like that.
Okay, I gotta ask, Wolford Ann, since you said Power Rangers, did you know that there is a comic book crossover series that has the Power Rangers with Godzilla?
Sounds like a panel, right?
Oh yeah, that is a thing actually.
How long is it going to take before the Japanese Spider-Man gets thrown into the mix, eh?
Oh man, that would be so cool if Japanese Spider-Man just shows up.
Yeah.
And honestly, it'd be pretty appropriate, honestly, because, well, Japanese Spider-Man kind of started the whole giant fighting robot thing long before Transformers was a thing.
Yeah, and what's it called? Gundam or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, that's one of them. You're right. And but yeah, how cool would there be if it was like a three-way crossover? Godzilla, Power Rangers, Japanese Spider-Man.
That'd be the Infinity War of Japanese stuff.
I guess. Anyway, but anyway, I gotta ask, Wolford Ann, since you're a Power Rangers guy, what do you think is like your favorite season of Power Rangers?
Well, my favorite is, let's see, my favorite Power Ranger is Mighty Morphin, Time Force, and Wild Force, and SPD.
Those are good.
Yeah.
Like, I can't blame you.
Always like the blue one.
Oh yeah, blue's very good. That's honestly that's my skin color anyway. Also, you know what? There is something cool that we actually happened recently this week. We actually had a friend come over for dinner, and we actually sat down and watched Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas.
That one's always a classic.
Yes, I love that one.
Same here.
And you know, believe it or not, we actually watched Emmett Otter on digital, and it was actually the copy with Kermit the Frog. Like most, like it's mostly uncut, and it actually has like I think it runs for like 52 minutes.
Yeah, relatively short.
Yeah, that's the copy of Emmett Otter that everyone should watch. It's got some good scenes that actually it's got some footage that you actually don't get on like some other DVD releases. It's got Kermit the Frog in it, and you'll basically get everything. Basically, that's kind of what it is. I gotta ask, Wolford Dan, what have you actually heard about the Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas musical currently playing in Chicago?
I never heard of it.
Oh, wow! I'm actually surprised you didn't. But basically, yeah, there is a musical stage adaptation of Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas. It actually premiered in It actually premiered in 2008, and there has been a few other productions that happened since. Like there came one in 2015. There's one in 2021, and there's currently one playing in Chicago. And believe it or not, I actually ended up showing this to like some of my other friends, including one that really likes the River Bottom Nightmare Band. He actually said it would be cool to see what River Bottom Nightmare Band would be like live.
I would watch them.
Oh yeah.
Cause some mayhem.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's funny you say mayhem, Willy. Did you know in the Muppets Mayhem, that more recent series on Disney Plus?
Yeah.
They actually mention. They actually reference the. I was about to say. Okay. They actually reference the River Bottom Nightmare Band.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes so much more sense.
Yeah. And apparently the Nightmare and the Electric Mayhem have been in kind of this feud. Even
rivalry.
Yes.
That makes more sense.
And what else was there? You know what else they referenced in the Muppets Mayhem?
What's that?
Meet the Feebles.
Meet the what?
Meet the Feebles. You know what that was?
No.
It's an adult puppetry film that was done by Peter Jackson. Long before he did the Lord of the Rings trilogy.
And was this before Avenue Q too? That makes more sense.
Yeah. I mean, I've actually seen like bits and pieces of it, but I actually I'm not saying it's bad, but I actually gotta say it's a little it's pretty violent even for me. But anyway,
Yeah. Speaking of Lord of the Rings, I have all 3 Lord of the Rings movies on DVD. I have The Fellowship of the Ring, The Two Towers, and The Return of the King.
Nice.
And I don't know if I'll be able to watch those. They're such a long movie, so I don't know how long it'll get me through this.
Oh man, how long are Peter Jackson films? Typically, they're like
They're
3 hours.
They're typically like 3 or 4 hours.
No. Warhol just makes like 8-hour movies.
That's just to show the Empire State Building from some building in New York.
Yeah, it was just an 8-hour film that's just nothing but a shot of the Empire State Building.
I think that movie's actually you can find it on YouTube now.
How many? Who would have the time? Who would just sit for 8 hours to watch a shot of the Empire State Building?
It'd be more impressive if I could have a shot of the Opera House.
Yeah. Let's see here. What's that saying on the chat wall? Fitness with Charlie and Vince the Prince 912 is checking out the show now. Hey up. But yeah, we I gotta mention, but I actually gotta ask. I actually got a question for you guys. And this includes Julian and Wolferdan. What is your favorite Christmas movie of all time?
Ooh, my favorite Christmas movie. One of my favorite Christmas movies that I know will soon be my favorite, which I think it will be The Muppets Christmas Carol.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yes,
Oh.
I love that one. It's one of my favorite
my-
Muppet movies and one of my favorite Christmas Carol adaptations ever. I love that one.
And my favorite Christmas movie is called Santa Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
What? What?
No,
There was a movie on there.
Grandma. It's Grandma Got Ran Over by a Reindeer.
Yeah, yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
they made a movie based off that.
Yes, they actually.
I mean, that song is one of the many examples of dark humor.
There was not a movie per se. It's a television special,
Oh.
and it's not a very good one, honestly. I mean,
Hey, this is not Christmas with the Cranks.
you know what? Here's the thing. In the song, it was made clear that Grandma died, but here, not only does she survive, but Santa takes Grandma to the North Pole after that,
Wait, why?
and Grandma's been missing for like so long that she is declared legally dead. It is so weird though. Might be one of it's not a very good one, but I also have to say it is bizarre. It is bizarre, man. I wouldn't recommend it though.
Yeah. For me, It's a Wonderful Life.
Yes.
I love that one. Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings.
Why does it make you like It's a Wonderful Life, Willy?
It's just an amazing story. Golden age.
Oh yeah, and there is, some of my favorite Christmas movies. I already love them up at Christmas Carol. I love The Polar Express.
Ooh, I love that movie.
Wow. Oh, The Polar Express.
I like that
It's been a while since I watched that. I'm gonna have to rewatch it sometime.
And I also love Elf, which, honestly, yeah, I got to say, Polar Express and Elf, those are like my top 2 Christmas movies. What would you guys say about that?
Oh, it's such a good movie. I've seen it before, and that was when I was in Flat Rock Middle School with a bunch of other kids in there.
TMNT, Leonardo the Leader says, I like that movie too, and he says The Polar Express. Hey, it's a good one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
Okay, I gotta say about Elf though. You know something funny I heard about that movie? Will Ferrell was actually not the first one to be considered to play Buddy.
Oh, who was?
Jim Carrey was actually, yeah, Buddy was actually written for Jim Carrey.
You know, I can actually halfway see that. Like, I know everyone's gotten so attached to Will Ferrell and all, but like just for character-wise, for Buddy, I could have pictured Jim Carrey doing it too. Is that just me? Or does anyone agree with my statement?
I mean, I agree with you, dude. I could see it.
Yeah, me too. Like put Will Ferrell aside and just picture Jim Carrey doing it. Like, I can totally see that's a character for Jim Carrey.
And also there was gonna be also during the climax for Elf, it was gonna be a little more action based. It was gonna involve Buddy actually, but it was supposed to involve Buddy jumping from the Empire State Building, and I was like, you sure?
He's Will Ferrell, not Tom Cruise. Oh wait, that's the Burj Khalifa.
You know what?
Wait, do they even celebrate Christmas in Dubai?
I don't know.
I mean, there's probably minorities that do, but it's probably not a majority holiday.
I think easily one of my favorite moments in Elf is actually when Buddy gets pricked on the finger, and he does that, ah! And you can actually see, and here's something, you could actually see James Caan breaking a bit. He's trying to shield his laughter. Yeah, let's be real.
Never heard.
If you're a kid, you're most likely watching Will Ferrell. But when you're an adult, you're watching Caan.
Yeah.
Kate7G says, I just watched Elf yesterday. Oh, cool. What an interesting quinky dink.
Me over here still imagining Wanda Sykes as that Gimbal's manager.
Yeah, that was the thing. Wanda Sykes was actually going to be the manager of Gimbals, but she had to drop out, so she had to be. So they had.
But this guy was funny in his own right too.
Oh yeah.
Oi, there's no singing in the North Pole, mate.
You just made him Australian.
Yeah, mate. Us.
Okay, Willy, I gotta ask.
What's that?
Can you actually do an impression of the Gimbals manager?
Why are you smiling like that? I just love smiling. Make work your favorite.
I just love smiling. Smiling's my favorite.
Make work your favorite, mate.
Okay, fine. Now, can you think you could do? Can you do the announcement that Santa's coming?
Okay, people. Tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Santa's coming to Sydney.
Santa! Oh my God!
Wow.
Okay. All right. Okay. Now I gotta ask you guys, what is your favorite quote from Elf?
Well,
He's angry Elf.
with the part when Elf trying to find his dad, but his dad said he is not his son.
Oh, dang! You chose.
He chose the deep one.
Yeah, you chose the deep one, but easily. Oh! Someone actually put in the chat wall their favorite Elf quote. You smell like beef and cheese. Oh, so he actually chose like, you smell like beef and cheese. You don't smell like Santa.
Would you consider the nobody bites Miles Finch?
Nah,
Even though it was an alternate scene.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. That was cut from the movie.
Yeah. Or the final cut. Don't we have an edition where that was an extended scene or an alternate scene?
Yeah, there was extended version of the scene where Buddy meets Peter Dinklage, calls him an elf, and then he just snaps and starts beating him up.
There was an extended version where which features Peter Dinklage slamming Farrell's head into a desk,
and
then one where Will Ferrell bites him.
Yes, Buddy bites him.
Even though that doesn't really seem in character for him to fight back, though.
Yeah, like I would not see Buddy doing that like at all. But the one we got in the movie was just funny enough.
I think so too. It does enough justice.
That's actually my favorite scene in Elf because it was two polar opposite mindsets fighting each other.
And Polar. He must be a South Pole elf.
And both are funny.
I gotta admit, one of the quotes that I've seen from the movie, whenever you see that little girl sitting right next to the elf, she actually says the costumes look pretty.
It does, actually.
It does look really good. They're Rudolph inspired, aren't they?
Yeah. It was
I began to notice that.
Yeah, in Elf, the North Pole is actually very inspired by Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Even the animals that you see in the North Pole were animated in stop motion.
Oh, they were stop motion?
Yeah.
I thought it was just some sort of CGI edit, like slow down the frame rate to make it look stop motion.
No, it was stop motion, dude.
Ah.
And the polar bear was even voiced by Ray Harryhausen himself.
I thought they were all Jon Favreau.
Or
is that just the penguin and the seal?
That was a puffin.
Puffin. Or is it just a puffin and the... What was it, a seal or was it a walrus? I'm not sure.
That was a walrus.
Walrus.
And actually, Jon Favreau voices the narwhal, Mr. Narwhal. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad.
Thanks, mate.
I don't know why people have quoted that line so much, but yeah. And what else there? Oh yeah, Favreau also does the doctor that.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was him. And I also got to say, one of my favorite moments in Elf has got to be when, I think it's got to be the hidden details that you see throughout the movie. For one, when Buddy picks up the phone and says, "Buddy the Elf, what's your favorite color?" I think that actually is supposed to be a reference to the elves' uniforms, like their costumes. Maybe
that might make sense.
Yeah, Like maybe their favorite color is something important for elves to know. And also, you'll notice when Buddy sits on like this small piggy, that's probably because Buddy has been accustomed to sitting on small furniture.
Yeah, that's probably why.
And also, since Buddy actually had animal friends in the North Pole, that's why he was trying to make friends with the raccoon that attacks him.
Yeah, too bad that
Oh!
raccoon didn't have the same.
The raccoon attacking the elf? I gotta admit, that's pretty funny.
Yes.
I thought it was a real raccoon too for some of those shots.
Yeah, you can definitely tell in certain shots it's not a real raccoon, but
Yeah, but the ones where the raccoon's just backing up, yeah, that was real. That was a live raccoon.
oh yeah. And I love how the raccoon randomly makes a monkey noise.
Oh yeah, that just seems out of nowhere.
Yeah. And then there's also one of my favorite moments in Elf has got to be, I think it's got to be when Buddy actually reads that book in his father's office. That's actually a children's book adaptation of the opera Pygmalion, which kind of has a plot similar to Elf, where someone is trying to reconnect with their family.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's actually a really nice detail, though. I really like that.
Yeah, similar premise.
And here's something funny. Some of my favorite moments in Elf is actually Buddy in New York, where they actually filmed it literally with just Will Ferrell and a one-camera crew. They literally went to New York and just filmed Will Ferrell doing some random stuff in the city. And yeah, it's actually some funny stuff too. My favorite is actually when he randomly sees this guy with a white beard and a red tracksuit, thinks it's Santa, and he was like, "Nope, not Santa."
That guy didn't know he was being filmed.
Yeah, that's
Imagine the legacy he holds now.
yeah. Imagine people just recognizing him as that guy that Buddy thought was Santa, and no joke, he would actually no joke, he did not know he was being filmed at all. Like, that is so funny.
Yeah.
And then there was also the bit where Buddy eats gum from the rail, basically.
Oh yeah, handrail.
Yeah, that was just randomly put in there. They just put him there. And apparently, I've heard some things were there where people in New York were actually kind of distracted by this guy in an elf costume, which I couldn't blame them. It kind of stands out.
Yeah, it does.
And also, there's also the bit where Buddy sings in the store where he's like, "I'm singing! I'm in a store and I'm singing!" Will Ferrell actually improvised that on the spot. Like, it wasn't in the script. He just started randomly singing that. Man, that's funny. And Kate says, "Yeah," and then and in Walter's office. I was like, I'm pretty sure he improvised that too, did he?
I think so, probably.
And let's be real. I actually really love James Caan's performance throughout Elf, where it almost feels like he's just on his way to another set, and this dang Elf movie is just screwing with him.
I mean, probably so. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Also in Walter's office, when Buddy's in there, you'll notice Walter just has a solid color mug, and Buddy has a colorful Christmas mug.
Oh yeah, it seems a little justified.
Yeah, I love that. And also, I love that when they go into the apartment and Buddy already has the apartment decorated up, in the table, you can actually see forks as part of the decoration.
Oh yeah, he went above and beyond.
Basically.
Yeah, and the funniest part about Elf is that whenever the elf tries to put some other decorations onto the Christmas tree, he grabs onto the Christmas tree, and then all of a sudden the tree tips over on him. I gotta admit, that is very funny. And I will say the elf You failed miserably.
Oh, that's I have to mention, but during that shot, that was actually a stunt double they had in a buddy costume that actually jumps onto the tree. There's a term for that, but I can't remember the name of it, where the real person and a stunt double actually switch on this in the same shot, but I can't remember what that was though. There's a term for it. I just can't remember what it was. But what do you think about that, Willy?
That's awesome.
The fact they actually were able to have Will Ferrell and a stunt double switch in the same shot.
Yeah, that's actually awesome.
Yeah, and also I think Elf only uses like CG when they only really need to.
Yeah.
Like during the bit where Buddy is tossing all the snowballs.
Yeah, he tosses them like a Maxim gun.
Yeah, that's like one of the only few bits of CGI where they actually needed that. But anyway, I actually have to say there was actually a video I saw that actually compared the multiple home video releases of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Like, you do not know how many times Rudolph has been released on home video. VHS, DVD, Blu-ray, and even 4K Blu-ray.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And God knows how many times in streaming.
And I have to say, I actually do like that he's able to get all these video releases and find out which one is the best one. But currently the copy currently the copy we have is actually the 60th anniversary Blu-ray, which it's a good copy, honestly.
I think so too.
But the guy who did that video says the 4K Blu-ray currently is the best release so far.
4K?
Yeah.
Ah.
I do think that one of my favorite Christmas specials is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I love that one because it's so good. And here's a fun fact for you guys. The Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, as in the character, actually existed long before the Christmas Carol was a thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I actually have a Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer book by Robert L. May, and it was actually the original story from 1934 before the Christmas Carol was written. It was and it actually has some new illustrations, and let me tell you, this book is beautiful. It is gorgeous.
I can imagine.
It's the copy I have is called the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer 75th Anniversary Edition. And if you ever decide to check out that book, I mean, do it. I would actually recommend it wholeheartedly.
Oh, by the way, I don't know how much longer we're gonna be live because look who else just showed up. We got Buster Baxter. You know, the character from Arthur.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
We actually, I was just about to say it was it's actually almost time to sign out for the week anyway. And I'll tell you what, when we actually post this live stream on our page as a reel, put in the comments how the video quality is and how it works with our new tripod. And of course, this is the Friday before Christmas, so until next Friday, me and Willy would like to wish you guys a Merry Christmas or
and a Happy New Year.
Happy Holidays, depending on which holiday you celebrate. Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Block of Lars, whatever. But of course, of course, thanks to Julian and Wolfredan for checking us out and talking with us, of course, and everybody who got to view this live stream. Thanks for actually checking us out, and we'll see you all next Friday. So, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry
and Happy holidays.
Christmas.
Happy holidays!